Hi, this is Mr. RB. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own Dragon Taco Party board game. Ready to start? Here's the things you'll want to have on hand. Definitely some kind of paper or just a piece of cardboard. I have a piece lying around that was white cardboard, but brown box cardboard would also work. You'll also want something to draw with, a pen or pencil, and you probably want to download or print out the Dragon Taco game cards. If you don't have a printer available, or if you just want to make your own anyhow, you could just take any scraps of paper, cut them into similar sizes and shapes, write out the spaces somebody should move ahead or backwards, and there you go. You've got your own deck of cards. I'll show you more about that in a few moments. If you're printing them out from the lesson plan, you'll also want to have a scissors to cut them out with. You'll also possibly want tape if you're trying to connect several pieces of paper or cardboard to make your game board bigger. And finally, you may want something to color in with. I really like coloring things in, and so that was really fun for me. You may want to color in, or you may be impatient and just ready to get started. Or maybe you just like everything in sort of black and white, and that's good too. All right, let's get started. If I'm using paper, such as this computer printout paper, I may want to connect several pieces together to make my game board larger. No problem. I could probably do this several ways. One easy way, if I have some tape available, is just to tape them together. I'm going to put two of these together just to show you a little trick about how to make it work really well. I want to line my papers up so they just touch. Notice there's no overlapping, but there's also no gap between them. And I made sure that the sides really line up evenly. Now I'm just going to get a little piece of tape. I'm going to hold my paper steady, press the tape on. I'll put one near the top and one near the bottom. That holds it in place. But if I want to make it extra secure, I can get a longer piece. Sometimes those long pieces of tape spool around my fingers and get really sticky. Sometimes it's easier to use several small pieces of tape instead. But whatever works for you. I'm going to put a little tape right down along this edge here. I don't want it sticking out beyond the paper because then it could get stuck to my fingers when I'm playing the game. But this will keep my two pieces of paper very securely connected. You may have just a few pieces of small paper, but you could connect them to make a nice big board game. Before I start drawing, I would flip it over. Today, I'm going to use this piece of cardboard that came in something we ordered. And I looked at it and I was going to throw it out and I thought, hey, this could be a really good game board. I liked that it was a little thicker and it was convenient. It's a little slippery, so I think it'll be a little harder to draw on, but everything has its ups and downs. We'll see how we can make it work. I could start by making my board into a fancy shape like this one I did. I designed this. It's a spiral, so you start in the middle and you spiral out and out and out along the path. Here's another one I tried out. This one I drew in the shape of sort of a simple castle, and you'd go up, up and down and up and down and up and down till you got all the way to the end. You could make yours in a fancy shape, a special shape, or like I'm going to do today, you could just do a random shape. Any of those things can work. To start my shape, I'm going to begin by making a start area. I'm going to put it in one corner, but it could really be just about anywhere. Then the adventure's ready to go. I'm going to mark off the sides of my start area, and then I'm going to go up and curve around I'm going to make a straight line because I want to. This is like an adventure, and you get to decide what the path looks like. There's no real wrong answer. As long as you have room for whoever's playing to have some fun and move along. I'm thinking that when I start playing, I'll probably use either a pebble or a little seashell, maybe a penny as the markers. I need to make sure that the spaces I leave for them are big enough for whatever the markers are that we're going to move around the board. Ooh, we're getting close to the end. I don't know, I think I might just end it right here in this corner down here. And of course, the end. Hey, that's just what they had at the end of our story the other day. A board game is kind of like a story. You go along, marking out different little bits of action. I'm going to separate each of these into a little bit of action because each will be a different step on the path. Another thing I want to put is a place where my stack of cards go. Here's a stack of cards I cut out earlier. I had printed the sheets from the computer, and then I just cut them up using my scissors. They say move ahead 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes they say move ahead to the next star, or wizard gets spell wrong, lose turn. All sorts of different things. There are even some that say nothing. You can use these to make up whatever cards you want. If you prefer, you could make up all your own cards. The rules of the game are the rules that you create because it's your board game. As long as it's fun for you and whoever you're playing with to play, then it's working. Well, I want to put a place somewhere on my board for my cards. I'm going to put them right here, and I'm going to draw a rectangle around them. On the other board, I made this into a castle, but I had another idea. Why don't I add a nice curved cave entrance going back in space, and on it can say Dragon Cave. Nice. I might also add a crown floating. On the other one I had a picture of a person wearing the crown, but I'm just going to put it floating there. Put a few jewels on there. I think I need maybe some tacos. I'm going to draw a half circle, put a little diagonal line at one end, and draw a part of a circle going around. And then I just make some dots, little line dots. I can make as many tacos as I want because, well, dragons love tacos. My spaces are marked out. I have some extra decorations and a place to put the stack of cards. Now, I think I'll just add a few more cards to my deck. I'm going to use a pencil so that it doesn't bleed through the way markers sometimes do. Let's see. I'm going to draw a heart and say something happy. You were kind. Move ahead 3. Now, once I had as many of these made, or even before, I can cut them out and add them to my deck. If I want to color in my cards, I could do that too. I'd probably use something like crayon or colored pencil. But if you really love using markers, then give it a try. Really, whatever you want to use will be okay. I'm going to add this to the deck and put the deck right on the dragon cave. Now, I haven't colored in yet, but before I do that, I do want to add the numbers to my game. I find it keeps it easier to keep track of where I am and how I move. Every now and then, I'm going to throw in a star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a star, 6, 7. I'm going to make another star. Your stars don't have to be fancy. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, I think it's time for another star. Okay, I'm ready to play. I've got pencil sharpener versus the seashell. Here's my castle on this board. That's where I'm going to keep all my cards. And now I'm ready to play. Oh, you were kind. Move ahead 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, lose a turn. Well, that shell is sure to take ahead now. Whoops. This one says, invent a new taco. Move ahead 3. Yum, new tacos. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. Shell loses a turn too, so I guess pencil sharpener is going to get to go. I have both my pieces on the same space, and I decided to play the game that everybody can be on one space at the same time or on different spaces. You might want to make a rule that if you land on a space where someone else is, they have to go back to your old space. Or you might want to make a rule that says if you land on a space where someone else already is, you can't go and you just have to wait till your next turn. It's good to be clear about the rules before you start, especially if you're playing with other people. I hope you have a lot of fun with this and enjoy it, whether you're playing just by yourself with shell and pencil sharpener like I did, or with actual other people. Anyhow, enjoy, have a great Dragon Taco Party game, and I'll talk to you real soon. Bye, everybody.